It means something. A bunch of bloody left-wingers who went to London to stir up trouble because they had nothing better to do. Certainly, the last of this is true. It was having nothing to do, no work, nor money, security or purpose, just long, empty, repetitious days of hardship, boredom and despair, that sent the marchers all the way down to London 80 years ago. In a sense, then, my dog-walking companion is absolutely right. He registers my surprise, though, which is genuine. You don't find many northeasterners who'll trash the Jarrow marchers. Respect for Jarrow's great collective effort is coiled into the DNA of the region, embedded into its still proud sense of self. Every bugger in County Durham claims their dad or granddad or budgie was on that bloody march. Sorry, son, but I'm a bitter man. I worked in the steelworks in Consett, and it was never the same after nationalisation in '67. Labour let me down. I'm a rarity round here, though, talking like that. This is Labour country. County Durham, mining country, with no mines. Well, I wish you luck. You'll see some places. I almost wish I was going with you. Cheerio, son. He crosses the road gingerly, Elsa recalcitrant still, odour of pasty still lingering on the breeze, perhaps. As he gets to the other side, he yanks on the dog's chain, halts her, and turns around on the opposite verge. He shouts something across the road back at me with a wry grin. I hope you get a better welcome than they did anyway. All 500,000 of them. A joke. A good one. I want to ask him more, but a speeding convoy of huge vehicles flicker and rumble past like a strip of film, and when they have passed, he too is gone. But to answer his first question, which I don't think I did, yes, I am going far. 300 miles, give or take. To London. A long road from Jarrow. They denied us the future we wanted, but that doesn't mean they can deny us our past. Matt Perry, The Jarrow Crusade, Protest and Legend. Who cares? The world's moved on. Software consultant, Kent, via Twitter. The Shields Gazette, established in 1849, is the oldest evening paper in Britain. It still appears nightly, in print and online, and remains the voice of home and the journal of record for generations of Geordies, Mackhams, Wearsiders, and for thousands across the northeast of England. On New Year's Day 2013, in amongst the details of the Queen's Honours List and drunken revelry in Hebburn, it carried these notices. Shields, Con, died, age 96. Dad, you had a long life. We are so proud to have been a part of it. Love and miss you always, Moya and Brian. Dad, you will always be near us. Con, Eileen, grandchildren and family. Con Shields, a widower of Jarrow, South Tyneside, died on Boxing Day 2013 after a short illness, mourned by his son, 2 daughters and several grandchildren and great-grandchildren. He'd been a fitter by trade and had served 12 years in the Royal Navy. But it was the events of one late October day in 1936 that Con spent the rest of his long life being asked about, interviewed by earnest academics, TV comedians and politicians, appearing on scores of documentaries, speaking to classrooms full of eager schoolchildren. On the 31st of October 1936, aged just 20 and enrolled on a work scheme in London, Con joined his father, an unemployed riveter, and nearly 200 other men from his hometown to walk the 8 or so miles from Edgware to London's Marble Arch. They were on the final leg of a protest over the decision to close their steelworks, to publicise the plight of their dying town, and to ask for government assistance in creating new jobs. They'd been on the road for 3.5 weeks and had covered almost 300 miles by the time young Con Shields joined them. The youngest present, he went on to outlive every other man on that walk, and thus, when he passed away, he held a claim to be the last of the Jarrow marchers. A decade before, on the 14th of September 2003, another nonagenarian and another Con, Cornelius Whalen of Hadrian Road, Jarrow, died at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Gateshead. He was the last man alive to have walked the whole 291-mile route from Jarrow to London amongst that famous body of men.